right, part 2 of different strategies to pricing your home when you're selling. So the option 2 is to sell your home at market value, or to list it for at market value. So again, this is kind of stating the obvious. It's where you are listing your home for what all the comps are listed at as well. And so you're going to look at that CMA report like I talked about in my last article or video. So go back and look at that one if you haven't looked at it already, as well as my introduction. That's really going to explain to you kind of what pricing strategies to look at and what things you need to look at when you're deciding what pricing strategy to use. So when you're listing it at market value, you're going to be listing it about the same as all the other comps in the area. And one of the pros in doing that is you're going to get more eyes on your property, okay? Because people are going to come to your house and they're going to look at all the other houses in the same area. And when you're pricing it at market value, you're able to get more people. They're going to be, because if you overprice your home, you're not going to have as many buyers, because they might be looking in this range here. And if your price range is in the higher range, they're not even going to see your house. But if you price it at market value, the chances of them seeing your home is a lot larger. And this is also when you're underpricing your home, which I'll talk about in a second. But when you're pricing it at market value, my way of doing it is positioning your home as the best home in that price point. Because at the end of the day, our goal is to make that buyer fall in love with your home. Because when you're purchasing a home, this is a very unique transaction, you guys. It is a very emotional purchase, because this is where they literally are going to lay their head at night. This is where they're going to bring their babies home from the hospital, or this is where they're going to make their career break and they're going to have the job of their dreams, or they're going to go send their kids off to school when they are living in this home. There's so many different things that go on for this person in their life in this home. So it's a very emotional thing. So we want to create that connection the moment they walk in the door. This is why it's so important. If your home stinks, make sure you fix that. If the carpet looks like it needs to be replaced or deep cleaned or whatever the case may be, you want that your home to shine for that most likely buyer. And this is what I help my clients with when we are positioning your home and prepping it to get on the market. There's a time that we need to actually take to do this. But being able to position your home in the best light, when they come in that door and they fall in love with your house, they are going to want this house above anything. And they're going to do what they need to do to get your home. So if there's other people in the market trying to also put an offer on this house, that's when you can entice bidding wars and things like that. Again, you have to look at the type of economy that we're in, the type of market we're in, to understand what buyer pain points are. So if we're asking them to come over asking and above that appraised value, we need to understand kind of, is it a market where buyers can actually, they do have funds above and beyond what their lender's going to approve them for, and what their down payment is, and all the other closing costs and things that they have to come up with when they purchase this home. Is that feasible? And what type of buyer are you? Or is this someone that's going to be upgrading to their forever home? Are they downsizing? Is this their first time buying a home? It really depends on the type of buyer that is going to come to your property. And there's usually a couple different kinds of buyers. It doesn't necessarily mean you're only going to get this one, but like for instance in Wildflower in our area, these are a lot of families that are growing or just starting out. So that is the market, they're the target audience that we're trying to work towards, right? And trying to entice them to come look at the property. So that is what listing your home at market value is. And as you probably can kind of tell, this is my favorite way of doing it. So that way it really makes more eyes on your property, and it gives us the ability that if it's the most desired house, to have that negotiation power in our corner. So stick around for number 3, which is underpricing your home and the pros and cons to that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Have a great day, guys.